Oh my god, I've started at the front. It's the best place to start for such a horrible nightmare that this is going to be. This video is supported by my wonderful patrons on patreon.com/Bruffy1322. Check out that link to directly support the channel and find out all the perks you can get by doing so, including personalised videos and having your name listed at the end of each video. Right, well, at least I'll get one lap of peace and quiet and niceness. We're back with the Halloween special. I don't think we've done this for a while. That first corner is going to be absolute carnage. I can feel it already. I'm glad I'm not in it. We got thunder and lightning racing around in the middle of the night. 30 Halloween themed vehicles. I was going to do 31 for the 31st of October, but we can't do 31 laps. We can only do 30. Oh, it's going to be so difficult to pick out these apexes at night. The Romero hearse to start us off. We're going to get 30 vehicles at random. They're all Halloween themed. We last did this in 2020, I think. I've changed around some of the cars in the class, got rid of some, added some others. We're back on unsound methods, the nightmare track, or at least the track that everyone says is a nightmare. And hopefully we'll have a right old scary time in the rain, thunder and lightning. And I'm already a lap ahead of someone. The Gauntlet Hellfire. We got a lot of hell themed vehicles in terms of vehicles that have hell in their name. Certainly more than we did last time we did this. I got really lucky with the spawn though. I'm gonna get karma'd at some point for that, I'm sure. I'm not allowed to have a Halloween race that's meant to be a total nightmare spawn in first place at a harmonic start and get away at the front. That's not allowed, I'm sure. And the Hot Ring Hellfire now. We've gone from a Gauntlet Hellfire to a Hot Ring Hellfire. Oh, there it is. There's the first crash. Avoiding people at night. I didn't realise how much more difficult this would be setting it to night. There's no headlights on the Hot Ring Hellfire either. Through the middle. Alright, Apocalypse Scarab. So some of the vehicles we will have seen from the last time we did this back in 2020. Some are going to be new. Apocalypse Scarab was one that we had back then. I will be uploading this to YouTube on Halloween, on the October the 31st. I'm going to start trying to do that more. I've been experimenting a little bit with the differences of, like, sometimes you can do the event on the day on Twitch and then it goes up to YouTube later, or you can do it in advance on Twitch and then it goes up to YouTube on the correct day. Obviously for like the 10th anniversary races, I did them on the 10th anniversary on the day and then they went up to YouTube after. The Christmas special is always done in advance and uploaded on Christmas Day. I've made the same decision for the Halloween race. I think it's better to do it that way, to be honest. To upload, do it in advance on Twitch and then upload it on the day. Alright, the Hellion. I think this was a new addition. You know what? The traffic is the spookiest part about this whole race. We've got the thunder, we've got the rain, we've got the cars themselves. Hollenfeuer, which I believe is Hellfire in German. Yeah, the other drivers are the scariest bit. How I made it through that, I have absolutely no idea. The hairpin's pretty scary as well. To be fair, every part of this track is scary. The hairpin, the oval section at the start, the tight chicane. There's only 3 corners and they're, well, both tight chicanes. There's 4 corners and they're all scary as hell. Scary as hell. The Brigham! The newest of the Halloween vehicles. So we're doing this on Twitch, obviously, before this has actually been released. I'm assuming it's going to get released on the 12th of October. Certainly it'll be released before Halloween. Can't believe they've stretched out the drip feed this long. There was like 5 vehicles in the drip feed. It's gone to October. I mean, we called it, I suppose. Pretty fun vehicle though. It's always fun to have like a big hulking vehicle like this. The Hellhound. Scary, scary, very scary. So some of the vehicles are chosen like for this based on their name, obviously, like the Buffalo Hellhound, Gauntlet Hellfire, stuff like that. Apocalypse Scarab. Some are based on what kind of vehicle they are, like the Tornado's kicking around because that's the car that spawns as Christine in vanilla GTA and tries to kill the player in free roam. They'll probably activate that again, no doubt. Oh, is that someone's? That's someone's dead vehicle. we even had, and I've gone in the Phantom, as if it's perfectly aligned with what's just happened. We got Phantom cars crashing into me as I start driving the Phantom Custom. Yeah, that was someone's ghost car from being lagged out, I think. The hairpin's going to be tricky in this. Well, if I could even make it. No brakes on the Phantom. This has not been the greatest lap in the world. Everyone will get the same selection of cars by the end, as usual for these races. Oh, the sentient Vamos, no! I'm turning so much to the left. Alright, I'm just gonna... Oh, why are you just stood in the middle of the road? Just respawn! It's turning the opposite to how I want it to turn. I mean, I know the sentient Vamos is just meant to have a mind of its own, but this is exceptional. If you're looking at it on the controller cam, I'm doing so many right turns and it's just continually going to the left. It's not the Doc Hermes. It's meant to at least go right sometime. Oh my. Just massive tow values accentuating the Vamos. This was a good meme vehicle edition, this. I've got to give them credit. What a great idea. Alright, Roosevelt. Wasn't there a game mode for like Valentine's Day called Valentine's Day Massacre? Back when they introduced the Roosevelt. Never really thought about it. Why do we have the Roosevelt in this list? This is a holdover from last year, but I don't know why we put it in. It's a tenuous link if it's just because of that Valentine's Day Massacre event. Till Death Do Us Part. Yeah, that was another event, wasn't it? The Terabyte. The Roosevelt's the Valentine's Day car, not Halloween. Could have probably put something else in. I missed that one when I was taking out vehicles for this edition. It's a tenuous link, but I'll allow it. The Valentine's Day Massacre event. Please. Alright. We're not even halfway through yet, actually. Only on lap 14 out of 30. Skull Crusher. Still got a few nightmare vehicles to come. I mean, they're all nightmare vehicles, but there's some... like, some of the vehicles are in here based on their name. They actually drive relatively well. But we've got some vehicles to come that definitely do not drive well. I'm just trying to avoid people. That's literally my... Oh god. Voodoo! Spooky voodoo nonsense. I'm surprised that hasn't happened more in this race, to be honest, just getting smacked around. Only lost a few seconds. I've been relatively lucky with the traffic, but I think it's also been because I've been actively trying to avoid the traffic. Oh, there's the Doc Hermes. Gotta turn right to go left. Oh, I can't even get going. Oh, well, that works. Alright. Right to go left. Right to go left. Left to go right. Okay. Gonna get to the hairpin. I'm gonna turn left. Sharp left at the hairpin. Sharp left, and then we go right. Once your mind is like in it, you're all right. It takes a bit of time. Okay, okay, we're good. We're good. We got through the opposite steering lap. Dead ringer. Right now, I've got to reset my brain. Right is right again. Left is left. Yeah, I saw a few people driving backwards in the Doc Hermes, so it would drive normally. I think that's how they made the Doc Hermes. They just swapped the front and rear axles, I think. That's why it does the opposite steering. Okay, this is a little scary. Frankensteiner. One of the best sounding vehicles in the game. Easily the best, like, Halloween themed vehicle. This is probably my favorite vehicle of all the things that... Oh god. Of all the vehicles that we've got in this selection. Such a great car. That was a nice lap as well. Gauntlet Hellhound. We're gonna have a normal lap here. I'd like to get into the chicane before. It's not gonna happen, is it? That'll do. Snuck ahead. Sentient Vamos, that's scary. Please don't go into the back of me. Jesus. Some interesting re-entries in this one. I mean, it is the nightmare race, I suppose. Imperius is stuck in the middle of the road, it seems, at the start-finish straight. I mean, I don't know where he was going. Duke of Death. This is the oldest vehicle from the selection, surely. Sentient Vamos. You just can't control where it goes. Oh no, the Ripley is older, of course, yeah. And the Romero Hearse. And the Roosevelt, I think, is actually older than the whatever it is we just had. I've just lost it. My mind's gone to completely something else now. Lurcher. Great car, the Lurcher. But an absolute nightmare to get up chilly at, as we found out. The Duke of Death, thank you. Getting older, man. Memory's going. I can remember a specific event from a multi-class endurance championship race in 2014. I can't remember the car I just had on the previous lap in a random race. Pretty quick back to Grizzly. Hairpin is scary, man. Every time. Eight laps to go. The Ratum. Wasn't this in the FQZ? Are they from the same thing? We always had that joke, didn't we, in the early days of those kind of vehicles? What was the show that those cars were from again? I've actually forgotten. After all this time. Oh my god, this roadkill, that was it. See, no memory anymore. It was always a meme whenever I got those vehicles from that show. People were like, oh, it was always comments left saying, oh, did you know that car was from Roadkill? Oh my god, I was a lap ahead of second place. Locke's in second. And he's just unlapped himself. I shouldn't have said anything, should I? Locke washed. I did start on pole position, to be fair. Sasquatch. Get it around the chicane. Double Sasquatch for first and second. Oh, come on! See what I'm saying? The real scary part is everybody else in the race. Alright, Grizzly Hellhound. This was pretty quick on that straight when I was up against it earlier. I don't know why people are just stopping in the middle of the chicane. Phantom's not going to have any brakes. There it goes. Found that out myself earlier. There's a sentient Vamos. That wasn't the direction I wanted to go in. The peanut. The reason we added the peanut is because a peanut is obviously very scary to anyone who has a nut allergy. Why did I go off at such an angle there? I've never understood that about the peanut. Is it just a random bug? Does it just spawn you in a random direction? It's closing in. The inevitable. Tell you what's most scary, rather than all the other people, all the theme, all the cars, is seeing Locke in second place closing you down. That's the scariest. We've got 3 laps left. Here's the Reaper. I've got a clean lap ahead. I do need to push on with this. Phantom Custom. Okay. I knew I still had the Reaper to go. Everyone does get all the same cars by the end, but this race is obviously a little bit crazy with all the crashes that can happen. Plus I started on pole position, so that was quite lucky in the first place. Clown van! Two laps to go. I don't know what's left. What have I got left? Oh, it's the Ripley! The Ripley's last! Ripley because R.I.P. and also Ripley, the character from Aliens. Oh no. Last lap Ripley. Oh, rip. Rip my chances of winning this race, maybe. We'll have to see what other people get behind. Let's see. We got 1 lap to go. There it is, the Ripley. That's 65 miles an hour. Are we going to have a nightmare end to this race? Gauntlet Hellfire. That's it, it's over, it's already over. Yeah, box giving me the hit. It doesn't matter, it's not going to help. God damn it! It's friggin' inevitable, isn't it? It's absolutely inevitable. Led from start to finish until the last corner of the last few corners of the last lap. And there is my true nightmare. Second for life. Am I going to keep second? It looks like I'm keeping second. Ah. Rip. Rip in the Ripley. The moment you realise you're just a placeholder for Locke. He is scary. He is scary. That's it. You start on pole position. You have a relatively clean race. I got involved in such a small amount of incidents there. And still couldn't get the win. It is a perfect end to the race, I suppose. The scary nightmare Halloween race. It makes perfect sense to finish it in such a nightmarish fashion, losing it on the last lap. And the last half of the last lap as well. Typical. Absolutely typical. Fun though. I enjoyed myself. Was I a lap ahead of I think I was a lap ahead of everybody else. We're letting everybody finish their race, obviously, but I think everybody was a lap down apart from the top 2. When we crossed the line anyway. Crazy. For me, I was a lap ahead of everybody because I got to start on pole position and have a clean race. Locke was a lap ahead of everybody because he's a better driver. That's how it works out. But you know, everybody had the same cars by the end. It was all even. So, you know, it's a fair result. Apart from the craziness of crashes and stuff, but I really didn't get involved in anything there to write home about, so. God damn it, I can't believe it. I was hopeful. I was hopeful I'd get my first win in a while in a random mall. But no. Impossible. Actually, really close finish between 3rd and 4th. 0.4 of a second. a lap down in real times, but that's crazy. Fun race though. I enjoyed Halloween. Halloween again. Maybe we'll do it next year. We'll make it a tradition, and we'll always have some scary cars to use on a scary track, and a scary driver hunting you down.